Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. Got a squad right here with Choice Specs Rotom-Wash. I'm once again recording at the prime hours of 1 a.m., so should be interesting right here. We have Choice Specs Rotom-Wash with Hidden Power Fire for Ferrothorn, a really nice lure to help our Kartana Leaf Blade sweep out late game, and then of course we have Hydro Pump, which is really hard. It's actually able to go ahead and knock out Zapdos after rocks, even if it's max HP, so that's very helpful. Dual Electric Stab right here with Voltage plus Thunderbolt, of course. Mega Lopunny right here, just a really nice offensive breaker right here. We definitely want a good matchup against other offensive teams, so I figured Mega Lopunny could go ahead and do that for us right here. Choice Scarf Kartana as a late game cleaner right here. It's also a revenge killer for the team. Defog Z Torn right here, which Torn is my Kartana response. It still gets like 2-hit KO'd by Smart Strike, so I gotta be careful against opposing Kartana. We have a max HP, max speed Heatran right here. This should actually be a plus speed nature. I do not know why it's plus Bidef, but yeah, we have the Heatran right here, which is our fairy resist for the team. And then finally a lefty Spidef Tapu Bulu right here. So that's going to be the squad. It'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out. And let's go ahead and get right into the games. Alright, I got a game right here. We have very similar builds in this matchup right here. I'm assuming that his Rotom is defensive though, whereas mine is not. I actually am tempted to lead Rotom, but if he leads Kartana to pressure me right away, that could be tough. I'm going to do it anyway because I'm kind of expecting, I was more or less so expecting Ferrothorn lead for the hazards. So this kind of pressures me right away here too. I'll just go Heatran this turn as he may double out into maybe Rotom or Charizard here. I wouldn't imagine it though. Calm Mind is interesting. I mean, I can just get up rocks here. Does he Calm Mind fight Z? He is Calm Mind fight Z. Okay, I mean, that's not that bad. It just allows me to get in my Kartana here and start to wear things down. I'm definitely going for a late game sweep with Smart Strike, so I'm not too worried right here. I guess another endgame I could go for is my Lopunny. But, I mean, right here I'll just go for Smart Strike into Ferrothorn. This is okay, I'll get a Rotom here. And then, I don't know what I'm actually going to do with Rotom, that's the thing. Decides to go for Stealth Rocks. I can Specs HP Fire pretty freely. I'm thinking he's going to actually switch out expecting a Will-O-Wisp, but I'm not sure into what though. I'm just going to Hidden Power Fire here. Do some nice damage, and then just get in Torn this turn to maybe Defog. Yep, because he's just layering up every single hazard. So this is one of his better Kartana checks, which is why I'm kind of confused by sacking it. Yeah, give me those, and then I mean, I'm just going to Z here because I don't know if I actually knock him out from 41. I could regular Hurricane due to that evasion drop, but I don't want hazards going up, so let's go ahead and knock him out. Also, the fact that he had an evasion drop, I can still miss, even though that evasion drop was a thing. His Kartana is looking like a problem. Charizard comes in here. I mean, I'm just going to Hurricane. I need damage on this in case it actually ends up being Zardex, which it is. I just crit the Zardex right there. I mean, I could have beaten a Dragon Dance set with the combination of Scarf Kartana and Lopunny, but that's pretty lame, I'm not going to lie. Kartana comes in next here. I'll just get in my... Actually, is that a bad play? That's probably a bad play. Let's just stay in again and go for a knock. My opponent decides that Sacred Sword is there. That's what they want to do here. Let's go Rotom-Wash this time. I know they're Choice Scarf. I can just... I mean, I wouldn't imagine you stay in, but I'll go for Volt Switch, yeah. I think Sacred Sword is probably an okay endgame here. I mean, I know this is not Scarf, so I can just get in my Lopunny here. Click Return. And I'll be knocking something out, unless Rotom actually takes 2. Yeah, that's Helmet Torn. I got another crit there, but it looks like this one 2-hit KO'd anyway, so it's not as big. I'll go right here for another return. Seeing Rotom-Wash definitely Hidden Power Fire that Ferrothorn was very cool. Let's go for another return here. I'm not going to high jump kick and risk missing or anything like that. Let's knock that out, and Kartana can come back in if it wants to. How do I not get swept by Kartana? So I'm thinking my Bulu looks great late game after this Kartana's gone. That's something I definitely noticed right here. I think in this scenario I just want to go maybe Rotom on the Wisp. Yeah, because if they Wisp I get a free Thunderbolt here, and Thunderbolt's going to hurt something a lot. Lele should drop from 54 because it doesn't have any Calm Mind boosts up. That's going to take a lot, yeah. As my opponent decides to just Hydro Pump there. Okay, so I think they're going for Smart Strike? They can't beat me with Sacred Sword due to Bulu, that's the thing. So I knock that out, cool. I would imagine, I mean, Kartana could come back out here. But yeah, Lele should come back out. So if I sack Rotom, I can still beat Smart Strike with Kartana, I can still beat Sacred Sword with Bulu, and I can still beat Leaf Blade with Kartana, so I think it's worth staying in here, as Psyshock's able to knock me out there. I think what I want to do here is just go... So I think maybe Kartana and just knock off here. No, I'm gonna go Lele, I think, and I mean Lopunny, sorry, and probably just return to knock it out. Yeah, I was thinking about high jump kicking, but if they actually switched out, there's not a move they can lock themselves into here is the main thing. I think my best play is try to knock this with my Kartana and then beat it with a Lopunny. I think I go hard Bulu. As, yeah, Sacred Sword is not doing too much. I can just SD up here and beat it. So, I mean, Zard crit definitely sucked, but as I said, these two Pokemon dealt with that pretty easily. Hurricane would have still done like 60+%. And then it probably was in range of Scarf Kartana at that point, but we're able to win that game right there, and I'll be right back with another one. Alright, I got another game right here. My opponent, unless I'm underestimating Snorlax, they don't have a Hydro Pump switch in. I'm thinking Scarf Kartana plus Mega Lopunny looks like my best way of winning here. Gotta be careful about Victini and whatnot. I'm really expecting maybe Lopunny lead here. I could see that being a thing. So maybe a Rotom could handle that pretty nicely. Aerodactyl leads okay. I can just go right here for a Volt Switch. They could taunt, but they just go for Rocks right away. Okay. I bring it down to Sash there, and I think my best play to pressure whatever might want to come in is going Lopunny and just clicking return. Like, I just return here, and then I would imagine they stay in, but they could switch out if they really want. I gotta be careful about Victini too, because if it's Choice Scarf, that's a problem. They're probably just gonna go for the tie here, is what I'm guessing. No, they're going Kartana, so probably Choice Scarf. Maybe going for Sacred Sword. I'll go Torn here. That's an SD. I mean, SD can't beat me unless it's Sash. I'll just go for my Z here. Yeah, it's not even Sash, so I knock that out. I'm not as high on the ladder as I usually would be, because unfortunately I ended up decaying a lot. Not decaying, I ended up just losing a lot of points while testing stuff out, but we can get some back right here. I'll just go Heatran. Final Gambit's out of there. I mean, I only needed Heatran for that thing, so like that's not the worst. I think Scarf Kartana just kind of wins with Smart Strike. So in case they go Snorlax, I actually do want to go Lopunny here, as they do decide to go Snorlax. Like, they're just going for game over and over again, so I'm going to hide Jump Kick here. I can hit everything due to Scrappy. I do hit and do a lot of damage. Yawn is not a big deal, because like I said, if this goes down, then Kartana wins, so they actually do have Protect. I mean, they might try to break Sleep Claw, so I'll go Rotom here on the block. Interestingly, they just forfeit. Yeah, they can't win that because I just Volt Switch out and then win with Kartana, so we get some more ELO back, which is definitely very cool, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got another game right here. My opponent's team is actually very weak to my Rotom's Dual Stab right here, which is very cool. Anticipating, obviously, Mamoswine lead, I'm going to lead off here with my Lopunny. Kartana is interesting. I'm going to fake out turn 1, find out what sort of Landers they are, as they're actually Helmet Landers. I thought I was the only one who ran that, but I guess not. I'll go Torn here to defog these rocks away, yeah. And, I mean, they could get in Mamo this turn. They actually are running Toxic, which is interesting. I'll just go for my Z now. In case they try to U-turn, I just want this KO. Magearna comes in. That's an offensive Magearna, wow. So I can get in Heatran here and try to get up my own rocks. Kartana looks deadly for them, so I don't know if they'd actually want to let me get up my rocks here. Their Kartana is obviously a problem to me too. That's a Focus Blast. Let's get up my rocks here. I think those are more worth it than actually bothering. Are they Scarf Magearna? Feeny comes in. I mean, I'll attempt a taunt here. Nah, they're fast. Okay. You guys think they have a water move? I mean, they do, but it's not going to work out for them here. I'm going to go Rotom this turn on the Moonblast and just click Thunderbolt, I think. I think they might stay in. I guess they could go Landers or Mamoswine. But like if they stay into Defog, then like I don't want that happening. That would be lame. And plus most Rotoms don't run Thunderbolt now. They run Hydro Pump, Volt Switch, and then 2 utility moves with like a Wisp or Pain Split or Defog or something like that. So I don't think they would actually, yeah, they'll just stay in here. Take 90% for no reason. And yeah, this thing's never defogging unless it's on my Heatran now. And I'm not going to let it do this right now. So what's their speed tier? I guess I'm just faster naturally, right? I'm 86, they're 85. I think that's what it is. So They can switch out into the ground type if they really want to. I'm not letting them defog, like, this Feeney's gonna have one more switch in and that's it. Yep, so they just try to go off my choke and try to get a last-ditch effort defog there. At this point in the game, I think... I mean, Lopunny looks deadly. As does... I mean, their Kartana is still a really giant issue, but I don't see their, like, Leaf Blade answers anymore. My Heatran's low, so their Magearna could be a threat. Yeah, Shift Gear Magearna can still win, although I do have a Scarfer that's faster than it. And Fake Out Pressure. So right here, they can go... They should probably just go into one of their rockers and try to do that. They should know I'm specs based off the Thunderbolt damage and just go out into one of their ground types and try to get up rocks. Their other option would be going... I mean, you wouldn't go Victini here and take 25% just for the U-turn. You would go Kartana instead. Best case is they go Victini. Actually, best case is they go Magearna and just give me that. That would be amazing. Yeah, they should know I'm specs, so... I don't really switch into this thing's dual stab all that well. Suck off my Heatran here as Ice Shard decides to come out. I don't think that actually killed my thing. We'll just taunt here. Okay, so in case I was faster, I just wanted to try to prevent rocks if at all possible. We'll get in my my Kartana here. I think Naka's not a bad play. I also think Smart Strike is smart. No pun intended, because it'll weaken Landers for my Kartana later, which I think could be very helpful. Yeah, so I don't really mind this coming in. It allows me to just get in my... I think Rotom again, before rocks go up, yeah, because now I just click Hydro Pump and force them to eventually knock me out. I need to hit this. Like, Landers being gone would be so good for Kartana. Like, it's not even funny how good that would be. A Sacred Sword would just win, actually. I guess maybe the Speed Tie they could go for would be a thing. Yeah, Scarf Smart Strike from their end looks a little bit problematic here, but I think based on how things are going, my Kartana might end up sweeping before theirs does. So assuming I hit this Hydro Pump, I'm knocking something out, which I have to hit this thing. So let's find out whether we can do it or not. Who's in here? Do not know him. So, I mean, Hydro Pump is going to pick up a KO. Magearna will die from its offensive Magearna. We saw how much it took from the resisted Z-Torn. This should kill Magearna without any issues. I know I outspeeded defensive Landers, like, I'm max speed nearly, and they would barely outspeed me if they were max speed. Alright, I'm going to calc some things while we are waiting here. Can my Kartana knock out their Kartana with Sacred Sword before any sort of boosting? No, it cannot, so that's interesting. Are you just not going to pick a move here? That would be kind of lame. Okay, let's calc against Magearna too while we're here then. I wonder if Rotom-Wash is in the builder. It's not, but it's just the defensive spread, okay. So 252 Timid Magearna with Choice Specs. I don't know why I changed the nature, it's literally the same thing, but... Yeah, so I do knock out Magearna, which is very cool. They did decide to stay in, which, as I said, this doesn't knock me out with Ice Shard, does it? Okay, it knocked me out. I was wrong there. So, I'm at a little bit of a tough spot here. I can go Lopunny here, I think. Honestly, Lopunny can just win too. Like, very easily. I'll just return here. Landers comes out, but, like, you're sacking your only other Kartana response. Did they sack their Kartana that turn? Yo, I thought they sacked the Landers that turn. What? I thought I knocked out the Landers, but I knocked out the Kartana. Like, why? Okay, well, I think I just win now because of that. Like, hello? Magearna comes in. They're going for game here. I'm just going to hide Jump Kick to put in a range of Fake Out. Yeah, that's not winning. In fact, if I sack this, don't I just win with Smart Scarf Knockoff? Yeah, I just win with Scarf Knockoff here. I don't know why they gave me the Kartana that turn, like, what? Yeah, this definitely outspeeds, like, I'll knock them out from 5%, and then, like, they can't beat this Kartana, unless it's Colbur Berry, which it's not, so, yeah, Kartana's able to go ahead and pick up that win. Yeah, up here, I don't know why they decided to sack off the Kartana that turn. I don't know where it is. Right here. That was very cool, though, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got another game right here. I actually ended up switching accounts because I got a couple games on the other account, and they're just not good battles. Like, my opponents keep on throwing away win cons, so I figured I would go ahead and play on this account for the rest of the live, and I'll ladder the other account back up, of course, but right here, Mega Lopunny looks amazing. I already know it's going to get static paralyzed. Yeah, Zapdos walls like both my win cons here, which is going to be tough. I think as a lead, just Torn makes a little bit of sense here. Yeah, because Lottie should lead, just because it kind of walls my entire team. I'll just go for a U-turn here into my Heatran. They just roost right away. Okay, I'll go Bulu on the Earthquake. Nice. Get Heatran back in here on the Psychic. Get up my rocks. And then get in Torn. So one giant maneuver here, just to get up my rocks. And honestly, do I just switch out? Do I even bother switching out? I'm gonna go Torn here. I need to prevent that defog somehow. They go for Earthquake again. Nice. That took a lot. Wow. I don't think that means my Z kills, though. Why did that take so much? Don't get static paralyzed. Nice. Okay. I'm going to try to bait them into staying in here and knock this thing out with Hydro. If I knock this out, I can actually win this game. So let's try. Nice. That did not knock it out, but it's out of the game essentially now. So I need to hope I hit this. Oh, okay. Or they can just go out into the Sash Lando, I guess. Oh, no. It's just Continental Crush. Okay. So that would have gotten O-code. I don't know why that happened. But I mean, that thing is out of the game now. That Zapdos, the Crims. You know what kind of wins on its own? Torn. I'll sack this off for sure. Get in my Torn here. Click that Z Hurricane this time. They decided to go for Draco and miss. I mean, I missed my Hydro and had to take 90% on my Rotom, so I'll take it. And they actually go out into Zapdos that turn. I mean, I was risking the static pair. I don't think they can win anyway. Like, I guess they can go Lottie here and try to recover it as I get paralyzed or whatever. I think that's actually their play. They go Lottie, try to roost, and just hope I don't hit a Hurricane. Hoopa is interesting. I'll U-turn out here. Banded Hyperspace? Yeah, that's a Banded Hyperspace Fury for sure. No denying that one. Wait a minute. Had I gone Kartana? No, I still need damage on Keldeo for Kart, so I made the correct play here. I'll go for High Jump Kick this turn. I'm assuming the 2% Lottie would be the sack. I want to try to get a Rock Sub just for that Lottie. But yeah, if they go hard Keldeo here, I could just win with Sacred Sword for my Kart, I think. It knocks this out at +1, right? Hoopa, Unbound, Kartana. Yeah, so it looks like +1 might knock it out. 94 to 110. So I do need some damage on this too. They go hard Keld here. I don't know whether that means it's Specs or Scarf, but let's go Bulu on Scald. Okay, so this allows me to just, I think I'll just Horn Leech here. I can also SD up if I want. Yeah, so Sacred Sword looks very threatening against my opponent now. In fact, I think my play right here is actually just to sack Tran and then go Kart. Yeah, because if they try to make this pivot right here, I can't let that Lottie come back in. I'm just going to Magma Storm and hope I hit. Hard Hoopa. Okay, that's fine. Gonna go for Rocks here. And try to pressure that. Because if I get up my Rocks here, the game's over. Yep, the game's over. I just won with Kart, so that is what it is. Unless Ferrothorn is Choppleberry HP Fire. Knock me out. I'll go Kart here. Click that nice Sacred Sword. If they go Lottie and sack it, I guess Ferrothorn could come out after. But Ferrothorn can't beat my Kart, so like it's not gonna matter. And we know this is banded, so it's not Scarf or anything like that. This is the turn where they should sack Lottie just to get in Ferrothorn. Yeah, Keld's in range. I got the damage I needed on Keld, for sure. That's why I was so confused why they switched it hard into High Jump Kick. That's the one thing that could take a Sacred Sword. I also don't know why they let me get up rocks without even trying to get the Lottie in. Like, if you had you roosted Lottie, I actually think I couldn't have beaten it. Maybe with Lopunny. It was a very offensive Lottie, clearly, so I would have had to beat it with something. So they just give me the Beast Boost, okay. And I think the game is over. Unless, like I said, they have that Choppal HP Fire. Actually, even then, I think the game's over because Mega Lopunny just kind of wins on its own. This, I am Choice Scarf, man. With max speed, so I will be outspeeding this right here, and then obviously Ferrothorn will be going down. So that's going to be GG right there. We're able to go ahead and pick up a nice win, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, I got another game right here. This team looks like Mega Lopunny food. It's now morning, by the way. I ended up going to bed last night before finishing this, but yeah, I got another game right here. I'm back on the old account because I actually do want to ladder this one up even more. So let's go ahead and try this out right here. I mean, yeah, Torn plus Mega Lopunny looks very good here. I'll lead Torn actually because... okay, that's not very good. I'm gonna go Bulu here. I'm assuming this is like Scarf, and I don't want to lose my Torn turn 1 since it can knock the entire team. And pressure Lottie with the Z Thunderbolt, of course. Oh no, it's not what I thought it was. Okay, I might have messed up here. Let's go for a Horn Leech. Take the +2 HP Ice and put that thing in range of my Lopunny here. Decides to go for HP Ice again. I mean, I just have to live with this. Let's go for Horn Leech again. They get the static pair immediately, to be expected. Can't really complain. Let's go Heatran here, as I'm sure they'll discharge and try to paralyze something else. Should have just gone Heatran that turn. I was gonna do it, but go back to Thundy, huh? Is this Flyinium Z? I guess it's I'm gonna scout for Flyinium Z. That is a Flyinium Z Thundurus. Okay. So, I mean, this turn I can just go right for a Horn Leech again, as Zapdos once again comes in. I want these rocks up, so that I'm going to go back to Heatran. Can you not paralyze everything with a Zapdos? Like, okay, let's go for the Stealth Rock here. As I do not get up my rocks, unfortunately. Let's go for rocks again. I do get up my rocks there, beautiful. About time. Let's go. You can take my trend now. I cannot hit a Magma Storm, okay. Let's get this in. Click knockoff. Get rid of that Zapdos' item, or I guess the Heatran's item, okay. Still going for that Lopunny endgame. Just gonna Raw Hurricane here. Water this down, make him hit himself, nice. Let's do it again, as unfortunately they break through that time. Maybe we can try again here. No, actually, I think I should U-turn out. No, I'm just gonna Hurricane again. I need this thing gone. They're trying to go for Raw Magma Storm. I'll just go for my Z this time. Actually, no, I still do want the Z for that thing, so let's just go for Hurricane. I miss as Toxic happens. Can I win this? This defensive core of Zapdos, Chansey, Scarm just looks so bad. Magma Storm miss again. Cool. We take those. Just knock it out with a Volt Switch. I tried to knock it out with a Volt Switch, but I did not. Let's get in here on the Toxic and Superpower. Yeah, so I get rid of Heatran to what's kind of a tedious task, but it worked. Zapdos can try to roost on this, I guess. I think if I lose my Lopunny, I lose to Zapdos. So you can have this thing, I don't care. Let's get in Torn here. Hit him up with the finest of Flyinium Zs. I'm assuming Thundurus might be sacked off here. That should be actually Celesteela. I do need damage on this for my Mega Lopunny win, so I'll actually go for Knock here. Toxic Protect Stall. Always a fun time. Let's go for Knock again. I just want this thing's leftovers gone so I can actually beat it with Mega Lopunny. That's the thing. Oh, they give me the Violet. I'll take that even more. Like, thank you. Let's go to Rotom in case they're Thunder Wave. Just go for S-Toss. Wow, Rotom's HP stat is terrible. Let's go for Volt Switch here. I can actually win with Kartana now too, since they gave me the They have Violite. So let's go back to this thing here. Let's go right for a U-turn into Cart on that. I'm not risking the Zapdos Para, am I? No. Yeah, that's not happening. There's no way I'm risking this. Like that thing wins the game. Let's just outspeed, knock that out, and I think I win with Scarf Knockoff. Let's get into Lopunny here. Might be good to go. Latios comes in. It's not gonna live a Fake Out plus a return. I guess I should Ice Punch. And in case this comes out, I can just freeze it and then high jump kick the next turn. Nice, so that's able to work out for us. It looks like we'll be able to win this one. Am I speaking too ahead of time? No, I think I'm correct. I think this is going to be the win right here. So my opponent's gonna go ahead and forfeit. We get some more points. I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right there. That was a pretty long game right there, and I did hope you all enjoyed. A little bit of a shorter live, but we did get 5 games in, and we were able to go ahead and win all of them. The team will be down below in the description. I just realized I forgot to change the fan art for today. This is definitely my Tyranitar background that I used on, I think it was Friday that I used Assault Vest Tyranitar. And it is now Saturday morning. It's actually like an hour before I'm uploading this, which is funny, but yeah, I forgot to change the fan art. But yeah, like I said, the team will be down below in the description in case you guys do want to go ahead and try it out. Had a lot of fun with this one. We won 5 games in a row, and I'll see you next time.